Hello YouTube, welcome back. Fab416 here, playing some XCOM Enemy Within. Last time we left off, I said I would do a couple of missions on my own, kind of get things moving along, and we're coming up to my next council report. Let's take a look at the situation right here. I've done a couple abduction missions, and as a result of the choices I've made, Europe is freaking out. Europe is really freaking out. I'm going to have to do some panic mitigation there. I was hoping to get some satellites up over South Africa. That's probably not going to happen this month, but I am in pretty good shape so far. I have 257 credits. If you look at my facilities available, I can finally build a satellite uplink, and these are probably the most important thing in the game right now. So I'm going to get one of those started right away. Alright, so I've got power, I've got satellite uplinks. It really bothers me that I'm probably going to have to dig through that steam, but I'm going to do it so I can get another satellite uplink in the same spot. I do have more steam. There's a lot of steam here. You don't even need all this. Actually, there's so much I'm probably not even going to need an Illyrium generator. This part's already excavated, so I'd only have to excavate once on this level on this side. So yeah, I'm going to dig this steam out as well. That way I'll have room for another satellite uplink. Alright, so that way I can spend my monthly money on more satellites. I already have, I can launch one right now, but I want to save that for the end of the month. Now the reason you save your satellites till the very end of a given month is so that's when like countries that have panicked will leave the council if they're still panicked at the end of the month. So you look at right before your council report, and then if any of those countries have panicked, you launch a satellite, and that stops them from leaving. And that's how you mitigate the quote-unquote terror in each country. So I have two satellites available.
We'll monitor that contact,
but I can only handle two at the moment.
UFO activity.
Once I get my satellite uplink up and running, that will result in another 3 satellites available for me to launch. The way it works is, let's go take a look. Each satellite uplink gets +1 satellites available for each adjacent satellite uplink facility. So what I can do is I can put a satellite uplink here, I can put one here, and then the one I put here will be able to launch 4. So that's 2, 5, 8, 12 satellites, 12 of 16, and then 1 satellite nexus, and you're done. So that's probably the most efficient way to do it. And again, this is your priority. You want to keep that cycle going of building your satellite uplink and then all your satellites at the beginning of the month, and then launching them at the end of the month, and then spending any money you have left over on doing it again. And then once you're done with all that, you're probably falling a bit behind on the difficulty curve, but then your research really starts to accelerate because you have so much money and so many engineers, so many scientists, that the rest of the game, again, the difficulty curve just flattens out. So, what else have you missed? Pop on over to the barracks officer training school. I still don't have any soldiers that are higher than corporal rank. As you can see, I've got a couple supports, a couple assaults. I would like another heavy. I have 1 sniper. He's wounded. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to hire some more soldiers. 2 more. I'm actually not happy with the ones I have left. I dismiss them, but I need the bodies. I have 2 medals available. I tend to hand those out once guys hit captain rank, but I'll show you an example of what you can do. So you click a medal, you can assign a power, you get 1 of 2 powers. So +5 against enemies in full cover, +5 defense when in cover. This is okay for snipers, but full cover gives them +40 defense, so odds are you're probably not going to hit them anyway. +5 defense when in cover, can't go wrong with that. So, see, this cannot be undone. Continue. So now every one of these medals I hand out gives +5 defense. You only get a limited an amount of medals throughout the game. I'm not entirely sure what determines how many you get. I think it has to do with the certain achievements you get throughout the game. And then here's the International Service Cross. So I can choose between 2 will per different nationality in the squad, 2 aim per continent bonus XCOM has earned. This is great later on in the game, but then maximum it only gives you like, plus 10, plus 12 aim, whatever. This will is important much later on in the game, but it's important early on in the game too. Keeps your soldiers from panicking if a squad mate dies or something like that. So I'm going to take this power. Again, not going to hand out any medals just yet. If you give a medal to someone and they die, then it's gone. Alright, so there's really not much else to do now, so let's scan mission control. Alright, so my new soldiers arrived. I'm going to see what how good they are. So, alright, here are my new soldiers. Oh wow, that's really high will. So I'm definitely making sure that she stays alive. Yeah, so 2 very high will and high aim soldiers. Alright, so I'm happy with that. That was an excellent. Alright. Alright, so back to scanning for activity. Oh. Okay, so see what happened here. The United States is asking for a satellite. And if I give it to them, I get $200. But on the other hand, I lose out on a chance to mitigate panic somewhere else. Let's go take a look at the situation room. I do have 20 days to get them a satellite. I'm not going to have my satellite uplink in time, so I have to choose whether I want to give them my second satellite. We'll see how things shape up. France is kind of panicking, but if there's no panic in France by the time my council report runs around, then I'll give that satellite to the United States. So we're going to wait. I do have 20 days to fulfill that request. So we're going to skip forward to the council report and see what happens.
Excavation complete. Incoming transmission.
Okay, so I've made it to my first council report. No one's panicked yet.
We are extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project thus far.
Alright, so I got a
Commander.
bonus.
Your recent results were beyond our expectations.
I only got 1 engineer, but
and
that's
that
plenty.
is not a statement this council makes lightly.
Alright, so...
Remember, we will be watching.
Yeah, so now that I know that there's no panic, I can wait for another month to deal with the panic in Europe. So I am going to give the United States their my second available satellite, and I'm going to take that $200.
Satellite uplink.
Okay, so now I get $200 and the extra $180 a month from the United States. That's a good point. Alright, so if you don't have an interceptor over a continent, then your satellites will get shot down. So I'm going to order... yeah, let's do 2 for now. No, let's do 1. 2. Alright, so now I'm going to take what money I have left. Let's go to engineering.
New engineers arrived this morning, Commander.
I do have a satellite
glad to have
uplink
more help down here.
being built. It can handle 3
From what
satellites.
little I've seen of their technology,
Satellite uplink.
if the aliens
I
were
have
intent on
1
conquering
available.
Earth, there's not much we could do to stop them. I'm guessing they have something else in mind.
So can I make 2 satellites? I can. So I'm going to build my 2 satellites. Plus the one I have available should be enough to cover me for the month. That's pretty much all I need right now. So now it's going to be all about just fast forwarding to the next mission. So we have, my interceptors are going to be available in 3 days. Satellite available in 5 days. That's when we can start getting UFO missions over the US. My xenobiology will finally be ready. How many engineers do I have? I have 14 engineers. My next satellite uplink will require 20. So I need to find at least another 6 engineers before the month is up. So again, we're going to be on the lookout for missions that give engineers. So you have to look, panic mitigation is always priority, but all other things being equal, we're going to take the one with the engineer. So as it stands right now, I probably can't refuse any missions from Europe because I'm only going to have 3 satellites available to launch. We'll see how it goes. But at least you know how I'm thinking. Alright, here we go. Next scan.
Satellite coverage now available.
Okay, so I finally finished
You're
this
telling me that
xenobiology
we should
research.
risk the lives of our troops so we can take one of these things alive?
Yes. Without a live specimen, I'm afraid we've reached the pinnacle of what my team is able to accomplish.
And how do you suggest we do this, Doctor?
The autopsy I've just completed confirms that the alien's physiology is quite similar to our own. A highly concentrated electrical current delivered at close range should cause
Close range? And what happens if it doesn't work? Do you really think this is worth the risk?
I do. We do not know our enemy. How can we hope to stop something that we do not understand? If we can capture one of these creatures alive, we may be able to communicate with it.
And interrogate it. Find out what they want. Where they're operating from.
Yes. That possibility outweighs all risks, in my opinion. I can construct a safe enough facility to house our captive, but I do not know how we could possibly communicate with it.
Not to worry. I will see to that.
All right. I'll speak to the commander.
Available over the United States.
Alright, so that means our new priority is to build an alien containment facility. And again, we're going to be balancing that against building other satellites. So, like I said, we've built pretty much what we can for the month. So this is going to be our next priority here. This gives a whole bunch of stuff. And we do have enough power, so I should be able to just throw that pretty much anywhere. See, these projects are so slow. Alright, I'm gonna go with alien materials.
I expected that would be a priority research
It's the
task,
least.
Commander. I'll begin allocating resources to the project immediately.
My thinking is that once I actually, if I can lock down South America, Argentina, Brazil, if I have 2 satellites to spare and I can throw them up there, then all my autopsies and interrogations happen instantly, absolutely instantly. No. Facilities. So my alien containment unit is probably going to go here because I don't have to dig there. I need 170 bucks. So that's, you know, next mission, not a big deal. Again, I'll have my satellite uplink in 12 days. I'll have my next 2 satellites in 14 days, but I'm going to wait till the end of the month to launch them. Because not only does that mitigate panic the best, it maximizes the amount of funding you get. Alright, so back to scanning.
Commander,
Okay, so it looks
the
like we've
Council
got
is
a
requesting
council
your
mission.
attention. Secure transmission coming in now.
Okay, so this is part of the Enemy Within expansion. It's an escort mission. Yeah, and we get you'll see where it comes in later on.
That you will handle this matter with discretion.
Actually, hang on. Let's go back to the briefing. Barracks, officer training school. Okay, I don't have any at the rank of sergeant yet, which is fortunate because the more soldiers, the better for this mission. But all right, so let's launch the mission.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing your
I'm
progress.
going to clear these guys. I'm going to bring along those 2 rookies that I hired because they have excellent stats in terms of aim and stuff. Alright, here we go. Let's do it.
Touching down. France is sending an urgent mission request.
Now this is a set mission. A lot of the UFO missions and stuff are randomly generated. This one is a plot mission, so the map is always going to be the same. The enemies in it are always going to be the same. Where they pop up is going to be the same. So if you see me like being completely ready for these guys. It's because I know where they're coming from. Okay, so my mission here is to look for survivors of this attack. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna try and get people up on the roof as soon as possible.
Moving
You'll see why in a couple
coordinates.
turns. But that's what you want to do for this mission. If you'll notice, there's like little guns lying around. I wish I could pick those up, but only XCOM weapons are better. You know, UMP-45, solid gun. Yeah, so let's get...
Stepping off.
So I'll have one rookie and one vet moving together. So 2 on one roof, and then these 2 are going to push up this way.
Ich gebe Gas.
I'd like to leave the, like, quote-unquote languages, like native languages on. I just think it's cool.
Got it. Moving.
Although when I hear that voice, oh, I think Ashley Williams, Mass Effect. That's what I hear.
Position confirmed.
Okay, so I'm gonna move these guys up. Overwatch. Okay, her all
Rolling
sprinted
out.
here. She really can't, it's because of this wall she's behind. Alright, so let's just get the corner. See, that triggers our first encounter. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna jump off the wall. Finmen early on in the game are such a huge pain in the ass. She has really good aim. It's not the greatest shot, but it's better than 50-50, so I'm gonna take it. Alright, so a hit but not a kill, which is unfortunate. Her, I'm going to swing
10-4.
wide, but not push up too far. Okay, so he's gonna take a shot. Miss.
There's heavy fire in the zone.
Alright, that's good. Before I move them up, by the way, you can use tab to, that's the hotkey to switch through. Again, another 60% to hit. Okay, so he's out of the way. I'm going to move her up into full cover.
Look sharp. Enemies rolling up.
Okay, see, I flushed out another enemy. That was my plan there, so that's his free turn. Now I can move these guys up. And take a shot from high ground. That's a high percentage to hit. And that's a kill. We're good to go. I'm going to leave this rookie back here on Overwatch. Again, you'll see why.
Those bodies don't look like they've been hit by alien weapons fire. These men were killed by conventional bullets.
During the alien's turn, it tends to pull the camera in random directions. Let's get a reload in.
Reloaded.
Get you on Overwatch. This is poison, and I don't have anything to deal with poison yet. I don't have the like respirator attachment thingy. So I want her up on the roof. Actually, let's get them both up on the roof.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna take a couple extra turns, but again, time is not of the essence. There's no turn counter here. Just leave him on Overwatch. Leave him on Overwatch. Alright, now I'm going to get Kraus up here.
Los geht's.
And let's move you up.
Moving out.
I prefer to have as many people on Overwatch as possible. And again, there's no time limit, there's no turn limit, so I'm just going to inch my guys up. I have them where I want them. You're going to see why. It seems like a waste of a turn to just keep Overwatch, Overwatch, Overwatch with these guys. But there is a reason, there is a rhyme to it all.
Bin unterwegs.
She needs to squeeze your reload in. And let's get you up on the roof as well.
Already there.
Shut up, phone. Overwatch. Overwatch. It's almost a moot point. And Kraus. Now she can't get where she can't get her where I want her to be just yet. So again, we're gonna inch her up. And Overwatch.
Heading there
Inch up.
now. Enemy
And-
in sight.
There, I've triggered an encounter. Where does he go? Does she have a shot? No. And she's also kind of exposed, so I'm going to throw her back in full cover over here.
Headed there now.
Now this guy can't do much, and now we have the Overwatch shot. Not a problem. And a promotion. Here we go. Again, him on Overwatch. Actually, let's move her up a little bit. Right to that corner.
Affirmative. Moving out.
That's the best view of the street there.
In Bewegung.
Again, I'm just inching up, inching up. You don't want to dash everywhere. You want to trigger those encounters. Not the greatest chance to hit, but she can make that shot. There we go. Triggering those encounters is the most important thing, because they get that free turn, and then they get to do whatever they want.
Let's do this.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull him back. Again, Overwatch. Overwatch. I'm gonna move her up to here.
Sensors still indicate life signs in the area,
Okay,
Commander.
there's my target.
Objectives
Get to this
updated.
guy, so she can stay on Overwatch, and then I'm going to have my rookie escort the target back. Actually, I'm gonna put her here for
I'm
now,
rolling.
because if I leave her, if I dash her over there, then she's stuck until after the alien's turn, and they might pop out somewhere. Again, it's all about triggering encounters in the right order. Even if I didn't know what was happening, that's what I would be doing. I would make sure, okay, this is an encounter, so I can
Aye,
trigger
aye,
the
Commander.
encounter.
You might as well leave me here. I have nothing to say to you people.
It looks like he's the only witness to survive this fight, and for all we know, he was one of the aggressors. We need to bring him in, whether he likes it or not. Objective updated.
So now she still has a turn to get
Moving
to cover.
out.
It's not great cover, but it's cover. And now this guy, I have to make sure, I'm going to try and keep him in cover as best I can.
Commander, we're picking up new contacts moving into the AO.
Ah. See, that's what I mean. They're just going to kind of plunk down like that.
No longer a threat.
That's already one kill. Not Sanders. Okay, see, she can probably move
Off
to
the
here
big.
without triggering the Overwatch. There we go. And a flank. And kill. Alright, excellent.
Already there.
Now, can I move him up? I
This is
can move him
only
up
the
to
beginning.
here.
It's only a matter of...
Yeah, that's a better bet. I would push him up into that corner there, but there's a cloud of poison. That takes a turn to dissipate. Again, Overwatch.
Okay.
I'm going to move her over here. Yeah,
Heads
you'll
up
see
out
why.
there. We've got hostiles on the move.
That's 2 free reaction shots. Oh, they both shot at the same guy, unfortunately.
Target disabled.
Alright, so I'm going to get her to take the shot. You want to spread the promotions around. You want your rookies earning promotions. That's what keeps things moving in this game. See, she's going to run straight through that poison for some stupid reason. So I'm going to
Bewegung.
use... Yeah, let's get her here. Reload.
Nachgeladen.
That poison is still there. Can he...
You're nothing but... a bunch of puppets.
Okay, so he didn't get poisoned. Gonna get him to keep his head down.
That's affirmative.
Let's get
Locked
reloading.
and loaded.
Gotta keep moving up.
Already there.
I forget how long the poison takes to dissipate. It's a turn or
Heading
two.
there now.
Alright, so let's get the Overwatch back up. You need to
Good
reload.
to go. Jawohl, sir.
Just gonna dash her straight to the corner here. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, that poison's moved on, so now we can start.
Yes, sir.
Having a tank and the end of the map in between you is not a bad place to
This
be.
is a waste of time.
This survivor dude likes to talk some shit. Overwatch. 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 Okay, this is cover.
Moving.
So we'll put her on Overwatch just in case. I forget if there's any more enemies that even trigger in this mission.
What are you trying to prove?
Okay.
Strike one. We've
Yeah,
got
here we go.
hostile contacts moving on your position.
So he lands on the roof, but that triggers an Overwatch shot. Yeah, he's dead.
Disabled.
More Overwatch. Now these escort missions, only the target, not the target, only the VIP has to make it to the actual destination zone. So
Location confirmed.
that's why you can leave your guys spread out like this. It's different from, there are a couple missions where you have to get your whole squad out, but they're not as common as these ones. Alright, so it looks like that's it. We can probably just sprint this guy into the extraction, and we're done.
You're still not getting anything from me.
Excellent work, Commander. Our friend here might be uncooperative at the moment, but I have a feeling a talk with Dr. Valen will change his tune.
Alright, so again, the reason I kind of breezed through that was a plot mission, and it's a set scripted event. That mission will never play out any differently. All the guys in Overwatch are always going to pop up there. The map is always going to be the same. So,
Our
you know,
troops
there you go.
really came through on this
Ooh,
one.
full promotion.
I'm glad everyone made it back
like.
safely.
And now I have a sergeant level soldier. That means I can start buying officer training, which means I can get more people to come with me. Okay. I took holo targeting. That's not a bad ability to have. When you're building a heavy, usually what you want to do is you take all from one side or all from the other. Suppression and holo targeting work well together because you can suppress a target and then also make it easier for your squad mates to hit. So if you see an enemy you can't hit with a normal shot, you might as well just use suppression. Shredder rocket, this side of the tree tends to be all about damage. This side tends to be all about more of a support role. So I'm going to take suppression. Right. Now, she's assigned to the assault class, so she gets only one, like, you don't have a choice yet. Covering fire or sprinter. I'm going to take sprinter. There are two kinds of support builds again. This one focuses more on being a medic. This one focuses more on buffs. So like this side you'll get, I forget what they are, but like one lets you carry more smoke grenades, one lets you carry more med packs, one lets you, like they focus on med pack. This tree focuses on smoke and covering fire, and this one focuses on med kits and keeping people alive. So I'm going to follow this tree for her. She's going to be like my field medic, so we're going to take sprinter. It's important that your medic is able to get to the people they need to heal. And 2 assaults. Okay, so again, with the assault class, this side is focused mostly on close quarters, and this side is focused on battlefield control. So like the ability to flush enemies out of cover. But yeah, again, I'm only at the squatty rank with all my assaults. But now I have 3 squatty assaults with high skill and decent aim, so I'll take that. Alright, there you have it. That was Operation Cryptic Summer. I love these randomly generated names. They're hilarious. So I got not a bad haul. A scientist and engineer and 150 bucks.
We will be in touch, Commander.
I think I'm going to end the video there for now. You got to see a council mission. Yeah, I'll tell you what. If I get a UFO mission, I'll come back, I'll record that, and we'll see how it goes.